Good afternoon, this is the quality team and we'd like to show you some guidance on how to properly don and doff the current gowns that we have, especially in the situation where we are having the same gown in a room for the entire shift and potentially sharing gowns in between staff. So now Jessica is going to put on a gown and we are going to show you the buddy system for donning a gown. Of course, she's going to use proper hand hygiene prior to putting the gown on. And she's just going to place the gown over her arms and slide her hands through. Her buddy, Nina, is going to come and tie the gown behind her. And of course, using the buddy system is going to reduce risk of exposure when doffing. And of course, it just helps each other out. Make sure that you are properly gowned, doing a visual check on each other. And it's the recommended way per CDC. Of course, we always know that we can't always use the buddy system, so we're going to show you how to don the gown with just yourself. So Jessica, again, is going to put on the gown. Hand hygiene always first. You're going to slide your arms through the sleeves and you're going to tie the gown behind your neck. You want to make sure that you're tying something that's easy to untie. So like a bow, don't do a knot, especially since we have to reuse these and we're not performing our normal practice of just ripping them off. We got to treat these gowns with some finesse. So you're going to tie a bow around the waist. So that is donning a gown by yourself. And now the next step is going to be putting on gloves. You want to make sure that you put your gloves on to where they are overlapping the cuff of the gown, to where you don't have any holes where germs can get in through the sleeve. And there you are, proper donning of gown and glove. For those of you that could be wearing this gown in between patient care, such as the clinic, we suggest that you wear the poly gown and you can cavi wipe the poly gown in between patients. So the first thing Jessica's going to do is remove her dirty gloves. She's going to pull them from the cuff down, rolling them inside out, and then she'll dispose of them in the garbage. Then she is going to put on some hand sanitizer and then put on some gloves. And she is going to cavi wipe the gown in this fashion. And she's ready. You're going to want to make sure that you visually see the chemical, that the gown is wet from the cavi wipe. And you're going to give that time to dry to where it kills the germs. Now we are going to show you how to doff the gown and set it up to have to reuse. So the first part of this is going to be doffing with a buddy. So Nina is going to step in and help Jessica doff her gown. She's going to remove her gloves from the cuffs, rolling them inside out and then throwing them away. Hand hygiene, always important. Nina is going to do the same. And then Nina will gently untie the gown, ensuring that she's not touching anything but the strings to minimize contamination. She'll go from the neck down to the waist. And what Jessica's going to do, she's going to help Jessica shimmy out of the gown, touching only the inside of the gown. And then Jessica will hang this on a hook carefully, taking caution not to touch the outside of the gown and not to let the outside of the gown touch the inside, causing contamination. And she's going to position it to where it's easy to don when she needs to use it next. And then Nina, her buddy, will help her get back into the gown. And then now we're going to show you how to doff the gown by yourself. So Jessica is going to remove her gloves from the cuffs, rolling it inside out, and then she will trash her gloves. Hand hygiene. She's going to untie the gown at the neck, ensuring that she's not touching her face or her hair with her hands or the sleeves of the gown. She's going to move to her waist and untie that. She's going to use some hand hygiene again. And she's going to gently pull out of the gown and hang the gown up on the hook, ensuring no contamination of the gown, the outside of the gown touching the inside of the gown, and it's easy to step back into the gown and don it.